I think the economics from a macro standpoint for lithium are strong, especially with the green revolution happening. But overall, it's really going to come down to supply-demand issues. And as we know, it takes 8, 10, 12, 14 years to build a mine. Well, we're looking at how we accelerate that.
StockPulse.com. We are on location at the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference 2023. Who popped by? The bow tie without a bow tie. CEO of TERLach, Morgan Lekstrom. Morgan, good to see you.
Good to see you too, pal.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Yeah, so a new opportunity here. Lithium in Nevada. Holy heck. Talk about it.
Lithium Nevada, lithium Quebec,
lithium everywhere. Yeah.
Oh, that's the whole idea of lithium everywhere.
Yeah.
It's about leading the charge in the space.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, there's a lot of people looking for lithium right now, and I think we have a plan to get it and potentially take it to production.
Yeah, let's talk about where you are looking for that lithium here. You got a few good jurisdictions, I guess. Talk about Nevada, talk about your neighbors, talk about how you like the project.
Yeah, so we border American Lithium,
$1
billion company. We took actually a JV from one of our mutual friends, BlackRock Silver.
Okay.
So we took about 70% of their land claim package, and they'd made a discovery hole in lithium. And Andrew and I, the CEO of BlackRock, and I were talking, and I said, well, I think I could do something with that. And we put together a pretty crack team in the U.S., some really top-level people. Used to be head of Rio Tinto Industrial Metals. We go out there, we do due diligence, and oh wait, we find that there's actually 60% higher grade, and average 28% higher. So having that team within a week's proven very valuable. So we're looking at, as a company, more hub and spoke. How do we get multiple resources in multiple jurisdictions to de-risk the company, to de-risk the shareholders from any fluctuations in any jurisdiction? And then how do we run that into a process that involves engineering and involves geology?
Wow. So what would you think about Nevada? I mean, obviously BlackRock had that, but was it all about the holes? Was it, do you like Nevada?
Nevada.
Talk about why you like Nevada.
You know what? The Tonopah area is just, it's ripe to be a powerhouse for not only lithium, but silver again. It's one of the hubs of the mining revolution in the United States. You have a tremendous amount of talent there, similar to like Idaho, we used to talk before. You have a lot of talent up there too. There's people in Nevada, that want another mine there. They want the jobs. So not only do you have that, you have permitting. Permitting in Nevada is a great process. The regulators are very amenable to mining for the most part. So you have all the right makings of what is required to build a mine. You have the right land packages to do that. And now you have companies looking to actually do that, and that's including us.
Yeah. Lithium, pretty hot right now too, huh?
Lithium, I think lithium's got a long runway to go. Whether it stays at this price or drops a little bit, I think the economics from a macro standpoint for lithium are strong, especially with the green revolution happening. But overall, it's really going to come down to supply-demand issues. And as we know, it takes 8, 10, 12, 14 years to build a mine. Well, we're looking at how we accelerate that.
Yeah. Talk about north of the border there into Canada.
Yeah, so Ontario and Quebec, we hired, we have 2 great properties. We have one called the Final Frontier project. A little bit of a Star Trek nerd, that's where it came from. Borders Frontier.
I can hear the music.
Borders Frontier Lithium. And then our other main project is called the Shelby Project, and that's Borders PMET. Also, Patriot Battery Metals also sits along the same strike as them. So we're in what's known as the Corvette extension. That's some of the hottest drill holes on the planet. Those guys are ripping their $1.4 billion company or whatever it is now. And we're right there along with them. Now, the key to our Canada success is our Vice President Exploration that we hired, Dr. Julie Selway. Her PhD was done in pegmatite lithium geology. She wrote the Ontario Geological Society report for lithium. When all these companies were going to look for lithium, they pulled that report, and that's where they staked. She's the one that walked all that ground. Wow. So when we want to build a company, you bring in the best people to do it. You get them to focus on what they're experts at. You de-risk the company by doing that and the shareholders, so now we have a value chain within the company.
Wow. Let's put this all together and carve out a message here for investors. A lot of opportunity out there. People are looking for them, especially at this conference and others. Talk about TERLach. What's the opportunity?
the opportunity is to join something that we think is going to continue to significantly grow. We're driving it. We're not just relying on one or two assets to do that or drill results. We're driving it from a multi-pronged approach. That includes geology, that includes engineering, that includes a very large vision that involves a lot of outside-the-box thinking. So, you know what they say about being an entrepreneur? You know, you want to make waves, but be different by doing it.
Amen. Look forward to keeping an eye on the story there. Morgan Lekstrom, CEO, TELHF, TEA, Toronto Venture Exchange. Morgan, good to see you.
Good to see you too.